And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say.
Hey there, Libra. Welcome to Koi Place Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. This is a set of quick announcements. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That way, when uploads are made, you can see what the stars are trying to say to you. Also, if interested, individual reads are back up and open. Either message or email me directly. Link is on me, and we'll set it up, okay? So, Libra, what are we looking at in this round of reads? This is going to be your one-on-one for the month of July. One-on-one is a style reading that I do where it examines the dynamic between person A and person B, what's happening between there, right? And given that, that's the dynamic we're looking at, two major caveats. The first, because of the intricacies that are laid out, it oftentimes gets the label of being a love read. I reject that notion because it's not always lovely. Right, we're talking about everything at this table, not just the rainbows and butterflies and all the ooey gooey good feelings. Sometimes it can be tough, and that's why I never get out that false moniker. So that's the first. The second, it doesn't always have to be about love. Promise you, it could be friends, family, coworkers, somebody you just met. Right, just what is the dynamic of the relationship at play. So as a preamble to the read, Libra, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But don't always be so into reverse. At times, it gets difficult. Understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not here to misguide you or mislead you. Trust me, I have 12 signs to work with and none of the time to lie to any of them. It's a lot of work doing this, okay? Instead, we lay the cards out on the table. And good or bad, come rain or sunshine, we talk about it because at the end of the day, tarot card reading, it is a conversation, just an energetic one, okay? So follow along with me in your read today, Libra. This is one-to-one. And yeah, let's see what the cards say. You're going to be over here. Person's going to be over here. Show us cards we need to see, please, for the Libra Collective and their one-to-one read between them and their person. Show us cards we need to see, please, one-to-one between them and their person. Your side, okay, Magician, power manifestation, what we're trying to bring to the forefront. On their end, Page of Cups. Okay, so, hey, let's make it happen. Well, I don't know if they're completely on board. I think they're trying to cheer you up, right? That Page of Cups, it represents gratitude, but in its purest form because it is a page. It is very vulnerable, right? So facing that towards your Magician, there is something that you're really trying to make happen. And they're saying, I may not know how to do everything, but I can do something, right? This is kind of a supportive and, okay, I'm trying to go along with it. Just give me step by step, piece by piece. But there's this level of patience had around with something you're trying to make work out. Okay, so that's the first. Now that we had two individuals on the board, two individual parties, let's look at fronts and backs. Fronts and backs being the backs was left to the wayside, kind of left in the unsaid, and fronts was most directly communicated. What kind of energy exchange is that? Okay. Those cards we need to see, please, between Libra and their person on this reading. Fronts and backs. What cards we need to see, please, between Libra and their person. Okay. So starting on your end, the intentionality of action. Yeah, this has been under consideration for a while. Now it's time for me to move. I gotta try. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. I don't know if I'll succeed, but the worst I have to do is just sit here and not do anything. Fair enough. On their end, Hermit, card of Virgo. Okay. Good. Trust the healing, trust the guidance. Why so? Five of Pentacles. They worry that whatever venture you're going on might leave you in the destitute position, right? This is why they keep on reminding you, no, yeah, I may not have all the answers either, and neither did you. You're already saying that with that Page of Pentacles. Hey, we're giving it a shot, right? But you show them what you're made of, right? You got a lot more going for you than you're giving yourself credit for. Now, do I fear that, this could leave you in a precarious position? Absolutely. But more than my fear is your goal and your dreams. So they're trying to prioritize that for you right now, Libra, in a space where you feel kind of hesitant about what could happen and where things are going. You do. In knowing that, hey, here's where we are, here's how we're trying to make it work. And they're saying, I don't know everything, but I can do something. And sometimes that's all we can do. Found it. I love when the title just comes to me as I'm talking. So good. Because again, sometimes it's just the cards that were dealt, quite literally. But hey, we gotta give it a shot. So with all that being said, now define individual positions for the party, relative positions for Libra and their person in this one-on-one read, please. Okay, 7 of Wands. Right. A level of guardedness and defensiveness. Not towards them, Libra. This is actually for you. You're saying, I'm not going to give up. It's like you're hard coaching yourself. I got to do this. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult, but I got to try. And I got to keep on going. Okay? On their end, the Star. Card of Aquarius. They want to believe in your dream just as much as you do. I know it is hard right now. Whatever obstacles are in your way, they're very fearful that, what happens if this doesn't work out? But they're also not trying to let their own doubts and, feelings about the situation get you down and kind of get in your headspace, right? So yeah, they're trying to support you. Basically, you're treading on a dream while the water feels low. Okay, underneath it all, Page of Wands. Base level optimism, the hope and excitement of what could be, and trying to foster that flame to grow brighter. Okay. Now that we have 2 parties on the board, both looking at each other 1-to-1, let's see what's happening down the middle. So those cards that we need to see, please, for Libra in this read between them and their person. What is shared between both parties? Again, Magician, power of manifestation. We're trying to make it happen, trying to make it work out. In what way? 10 of Pentacles. I knew this was something a lot bigger. Whatever goal you're going for right now, Libra, you're trying to integrate this as a fundamental part for the rest of your life, right? This is where it starts. Me following through, me making sure that it happens. Just help me along the way, okay? 10 of Wands. Doesn't change the burden that weighs on me, but hey, I never said it was going to be easy. Never gave myself that false pretense. 3 of Pentacles. Can we work on this? Can I trust you to kind of catch me when I fall? Because, again, you are in an uphill battle right now. However, you're saying, I rely on you. I know you rely on me. How can we make this work? And finally, 9 of Wands. The efforts try again. What will it amount to? We don't know. But you're saying, hey, this is where I'm at. This is what I got to work with. Underneath it all, High Priestess. Internally, you still feel that this is right. Internally, they want to support you in it. Okay? Last, as we move towards resolution, define the major arcana strewn across the table in this read. We'll first look at the Magician. What of the Magician? Sun. That's what happens when a card flies out, okay? That is just how it works. The Sun being, this is what fulfills me. This is what will make me the happiest. This is what I'm aiming for. This is what I want as part of my journey to complete me. That's why I'm trying to make it happen, no matter how silly or whatever, I'm going for it, okay? Now, let's move towards the Hermit. Before we go down the middle, move towards the Hermit. That was quick. What cards we need to see, please? Define your major arcana across the table as we move towards resolution. Okay, no more flyouts. Good. Five of Swords. Interesting because of the combination that the Five of Swords is having with that Hermit. They recognize your insecurities, right? Let's get real for a second, Libra. They recognize your insecurities, they recognize your doubts and your fears. And they're trying their best to say, but you're so much more than that. I want you to see what I see, right? As supportive as they can be with whatever resources, whatever availability they have, they're showing you that they care. And more so, they're saying that, no, you got a lot more capabilities that you're giving yourself credit for. Don't let your doubts and fears win. Okay. To the Star, strength. The power of perseverance here, saying that no, you have what it takes to pursue a dream. I just want you to see it. I hope you see this. Okay. And to the Magician here, Lovers, card of Gemini. Here, I don't necessarily read this as you two manifesting a relationship, even though this is a one-to-one dynamic. But hey, if it applies, go right ahead. I more so see this as, no, you said that this is what's going to fulfill you. And this is what, you say you need for your life's path, your life's course. This is going to be an integral part of me. I'm not giving up on this dream. Then, yeah, if you choose it, I hope it chooses you back every day, and that you never look back on this investment once you start. Okay. And resolution, Magician pulled it out 1, 2, 3 separate times. You're trying to make a dream happen. The Ace of Swords, your truth, your goal, your intent. Underneath it all, Seven of Pentacles, accepting the process. It is what it is, and it is how it is. How do we make it work? What I see for you in this read today, Libra, I'm looking at somebody who is in an uphill battle to accomplish a long-standing goal or a dream. And the person that I see in this one-to-one read for you, they're saying, hey, I don't have all the resources. I am afraid of what might happen if this goes south, but I'm still going to encourage you anyways, because I recognize that this means a lot to you. I want you to recognize all the strengths that you have internally available. I will be here for you. I may not know how to support in every way possible, but I can do something. And maybe that's what matters, because you both want to see this work out successfully. But what it takes for you right now, Libra, is just keep pushing, keep trying, and never back down from this truth. Magician came out 3 times. We're trying to make some magic happen. That's all I see in your read today, Libra. I hope this conversation helped. And yeah, even when it's tough, keep going, okay? I'll see you around. Take care.